it's Friday, so you know what that means. Grab your cocktail. Today mine is Henry's Sparkling Hard, 88 calories. It's decent, I mean, and it matches my outfit, so that's good. Okay, so today's YouTube is why I'm plastic positive and so plastic surgery, and also an extreme feminist. I know those sound like completely two different genres and very contradicting statements, but the truth of the matter is I've always been a very, very, very independent person and a super feminist and believe in women's rights. And I don't do any of the surgeries for a man, which probably society would be like, well, why is she trying to look so sexy? Is it for a man? And the truth of the matter is I don't even date, and I'll get into that story in a few seconds. But a little background on me. I grew up in Orange County, California, which is a really, really high-end community. It's like upper middle class, and it was super, super conservative and super Christian at the time. I know it's changed a lot, but that was back then. And I grew up with like absolutely nothing, and it was really, really embarrassing for me to talk about that for a very long time, but I'm old now and I don't give a fuck. So yeah, I grew up with nothing, and I knew from a very young age anything I wanted was gonna be on my shoulders. So as soon as I was legally able to work, I got a job when I was 15 years old as a telemarketer, which is so crazy because that's like one of the hardest jobs I hear ever. And I was 15 and I was rip-roaring ready to go. And the reason why I took the job, A, because my boyfriend in high school got it for me. B, because minimum wage at the time was like $4 and something like that, and this started at like $9 or $10. And the more survey, it was a survey telemarketing company, and the more surveys you got per hour was an additional $1 each hour as an incentive, so you can make up to like $13 or $14, which was huge back then. So I always just been a really, really, really big hustler, and so that's kind of where like the C-note thing originated way back then in my space, because like I've always been like this cash is king type of girl, and kind of like, you know, that hood rich mentality. And my real name's Claire, so that's where that started. And then when I was starting the beauty blog, I was just like, you know, let's just keep C-note. My name has been C-note since MySpace, Facebook, Instagram, my personal one, and then I was just like, let's just keep it C-note Beauty. And it's just kind of like a tongue-in-cheek thing that all the surgeries cost a lot of C-notes, and anytime I go get makeup, C-notes, and anytime I go get Botox, injections, any treatments, yep, more C-notes. So I just, you know, thought it was like a cute name that I had from when I was young as a little hustler to being old in this beauty industry. So back to the original point as why I wanted, I'm also a really big feminist, is just I also grew up with two sisters, and to me, we always really, 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 even though we're all so opposite, and I mean so opposite, we always really support each other. And no matter what I would tell my sisters, whether it was my deepest, darkest secrets or anything, they never judged me, and they always just loved me to pieces. And I really still love them so much because of that. And so that's why I'm a feminist. Like I never like hate on women. I never like try to bash women down ever, ever, ever. I am a strong woman, so that translates to a bitch, but I'm really just a really honest person, and I really am a girl lover. So that's where that is. And I just really want women to succeed. I feel like there's room for everyone to succeed. There's sunshine for everyone. So when people are like, oh, everyone's doing this or everyone's doing that, you're not going to make money doing it, I'm like, I never even think about what other people are doing, because everyone has their space. Whether you're a real estate agent or a hairstylist or a photographer, you're always just going to find your clients, and that's where everything lies. There's room for everyone in every business to find their niche and to find their clientele base. Is my clientele going to be the same as, you know, someone 18 years old and in a different, you know, beauty market than me? Yeah, absolutely. But I feel like I really, I'm obviously, I love my young dolls. Hey girls. But I really like focus on women like over 30. So that's why all my Women Crush Wednesdays and all my women crushes all the time are going to be women over 30, just because I really want to show that women as they age do not devalue, and that we're still beautiful, amazing, like creatures. And that's what I just really want to portray to the world, especially with the plastic shaming. It's like, you could call us every name in the book, but at the end of the day, we're aging the way we want to age, and that's still a feminist thing. It's still your right to age how you want to age. So that's really my market. And obviously I love young girls, because I was that same young girl that wanted everything and didn't have anything. I mean, I would take the bus to and from my first esthetician job, and not only take the bus to and from my first esthetician job, walk 45 minutes to the bus stop each way. And the job started at 9 a.m. So I was up at like 6 a.m. And if anyone knows me, I'm not a morning person, but I did what it had to take to be a boss and just succeed and go every day and put in the effort. And I really believe that, like, if you put the effort in, you will get the rewards out. And why the plastic thing, it was always just my thing. I mean, even in high school, I would tell people I wanted to be in Playboy, I wanted to get boob implants, and that was the first thing I ever did, was get the boob implants, and that was from my first esthetician job with the bus and everything else. I did get a car before I got the boobs, but that was my second thing. It was just that important to me. And it still is. Like, for instance, this top, it's kind of see-through, but it's a vintage Betsy Johnson, probably over 20 years ago, that I bought like 15 years ago for like $7. I rather, like, you know, find finds and stuff on my everyday clothes. I mean, obviously not shoes and bags, I really splurge there, but like on my everyday clothes, it's, you know, I rather save money there and it still be cute and fashionable and sexy. And I honestly don't really follow trends anyway, so like I said, this shirt's 20 years old and it still looks dope to me. And that's the other thing. It's just like, do your own style and don't, you know, feel sorry for it. It's like, I'm always gonna, you know, wear the things I wear. My aesthetic is just very girly and, you know, doll-like, but that's just my aesthetic. And, yeah, so happy to have you guys back, and any questions you may have. I support women through and through. If you have any questions about how I got started, or any questions like that, you're welcome to DM me. I honestly answer probably 98% of my DMs. I just think that's really important, to have a connection with my fans. And then also, I don't know if I said this in any other video, but I just do one take of every single YouTube. I don't believe in like a super edited version of myself, or a washed down version of myself. I want it to be as if I was actually speaking to you guys. So everything just comes off the top of my head. I don't have any written scripts or anything like that. And I just really want to come out as if I was really speaking to you. So that's why some mistakes are always in there and whatnot, because I don't want it to be like super edited and super manufactured, who I am, because that's not who I am. I mean, even though I'm plastic, I'm just not a very like manufactured like personality. I want my personality to be transparent and authentic at the same time. So like I said, my goal is to just make women feel like plastic shaming is not okay. And if they want to uplift themselves and feel better about themselves in their aging process, I'm more than happy to be the support sister for them. And I'm going to show my journeys as well, so you know the accuracy of start to finish how these treatments are going to look. And they're not sponsored. I pay for all my own treatments. I just want that to be out there as well. So thank you and happy Friday. I'm going to finish my drinky drink. And have a good weekend, you guys. Till next time. Bye. I realized when I only take one take, so this is going to be a second take of why I don't date. I realized the first one, I said I will tell you why I didn't date, and then I never got to it. So the reason why I don't date, so many reasons. I could probably go on for like 2 days, honestly, why I don't. But from the very first boyfriend I ever had, I was 15 to 21. I got my breast surgery at 19, I believe. He said, I don't support you. I will not call you on your surgery and everything else. And he didn't. And so basically he just left me to the wolves. And I've always just had these guys, like, instead of like supporting me, bashing me down to the ground. It was not just him. Because we did break up for a short time. I was with an amazing guy. He's still my friend. And then I got back with an asshole. And then, but from that point on, every guy that I was with tried to break down my strongness instead of like lift me up. I am like I said, I'm a very strong girl and kind of overpowering, but like instead of someone embracing that and just being like, okay, well, we can help you in this way or that way, they just always try to break me down and tell me how crazy I am, how crazy I looked, you know, and just all the plastic shaming and not only that, just everything else, just always felt worthless and whatever. So obviously I want to be in a relationship one day, but it will just have to be on, you know, more on my terms and where I'm comfortable with it. And I feel like the guy genuinely likes me and genuinely wants to get to know me and love me, instead of just, you know, have like a trophy on the wall or just hook up with me for one night. I don't know if anyone else knows this, but I also don't like have casual sex. It's just never been my thing. I get too attached to people, so it just has never worked for me. Like the Netflix and chill, it's just never gonna happen. Like you have to actually put in work with me, and that's why. So, but I could honestly go on for 2 days. So that's a little snippet. So there you go. Thanks.